And gold, if it's a $23-30 trillion asset, that means Bitcoin should be at least $1 million, $1.5 million per Bitcoin.
Hong Kong is always the gateway to the Chinese mainland market, and Hong Kong is always used as the lab for experiments, either in economies or in new industries or new sectors.
I think, listen, it started with Larry Fink when he got orange pilled, and the largest asset manager of the world said this is a real asset, in at least Bitcoin, that everyone should be part of, and lots of other companies, Invesco with us, followed suit, right? And so that was kind of round one of institutions coming in. But really, it was the change of the shift of approach from the Gary Gensler SEC to this Trump administration, which has just embraced our industry. And that freed up the animal spirits, both here and abroad. Right? I've had conversations with heads of large sovereign wealth funds that said, if America's buying Bitcoin, we're buying Bitcoin. And so you're seeing like the snowball is rolling downhill. The one thing that could have held it back some, at least the Bitcoin price, would have been if Scott Bessent and his team and Congress could have really knocked that deficit from 7% of GDP down towards 3%, which was his plan. Right now, it looks like it's going from 7 to 8. And I like Scott Bessent a lot. I think he's as competent and capable as anybody. We're in a really hard position as a country. And when you have this kind of debt, and you're seeing it with long ends of interest, yield curves are selling off everywhere. The dollar's under pressure, and that all is very good for Bitcoin and crypto assets as well.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we can have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're going to get more right now with Bloomberg's Shonali Bassick. Shonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy. And you know, when the dealers have to step in to save a Treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the NWO book and the Crypto Teacher book. The NWO book shows you how the world really works, and especially in the times that we're in right now, it's definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep. And in 2025, the NWO is going to turn on that alarm clock. It's up to you whether you wake up or not, whether you're going to hit that snooze button. Remember, my people perish from the lack of knowledge because they reject it. And guys, we're going to see stablecoin regulation, which is the foundation of this new digital economy, and it sets up down the road 2028, 2029 for that free money. And I told you that we would get a first quarter pullback, and that's what happened. And then also I told you that tariffs would get stepped up, and that's what happened. Layoffs would pick up. That's what happened. So the Crypto Teacher gives you a warning like Noah and Gilgamesh, whichever one you want to call it. But we will get some type of reset this year. Most likely stable coins are the catalyst. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. We have trillions of dollars sitting on the sideline in money market accounts. And then plus, we know the Fed is going to cut rates. Not a lot this year, but they're definitely going to cut rates. So I see us getting a correction and then moving back up. And then we have the two powerhouses, China and the U.S., will step up these tariffs on each other. And of course, guys, that's going to hit certain parts of the market. But then we also have the hacks. We have the Birdman. We have the drums are beaten, and more movies to come, as we can see. And inflation is going to stay sticky, and layoffs are going to step up while they move in all this automation. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And we had Bitcoin hitting all-time highs, dragging up crypto. 109,500. And I know a lot of you asking, where is this pump coming from? And we're getting it from the futures market and spot market at the same time. And we haven't had that in a while. But we have to pay attention to yield rates. If yield rates stay this high and the futures market and spot market pull back, which we know will eventually happen, we know we're going to have a good pullback. And of course, I'm speaking to the traders, not the hodlers. And then we have XRP futures starting off a little slow. And again, the spot ETF inflows for the past few days have been pumping right along with futures market. Now we have the stock market pulling back big, and all thing you have to do is look at the yield rates. They're climbing, and they're going to continue to climb because we know the Fed is not going to make a move. And then also, crypto is going to be doing the same. Don't forget we have futures contracts in next Friday, and we got a good pump at the beginning of the month. So that means that we're going to be having a good dump at the end of the month. Remember, guys, this is like clockwork. So make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. Again, we have yield rates are starting to creep on up. We have the dollar right now down. We have volume in crypto up. We have Tether and USDC. And we had the Fed repo pull back yesterday, 136 billion. Make sure you pull it on a daily basis during the week. And this repo helps control the long end of yield rates. So that repo is very important. And we know the Fed wants to keep rates higher for longer in order to destroy this legacy market so Trump can build this fourth industrial revolution. And we have Hong Kong pass a stablecoin bill to launch licensing regime for fiat-backed stablecoin issuers. And we know stablecoins are the foundation of this new global economy. Not just the United States, the global economy. Remember, crypto is a global agenda. It doesn't matter where you go, what country you go to, they all have a plan. And like Scott Besson stated, these stable coins are going to help the United States dollar keep its power. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And I went over this before, but now we have video. JP Morgan and Ondo Finance settles first tokenized U.S. Treasury trade on Ondo chain testnet using Chainlink's infrastructure. And tokenizing these treasuries are so important the same way these stablecoin issuers are so important. Why? Because they're buying these tokenized treasuries. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And we know Chainlink is bringing all this data from the blockchains and bringing it over to Swift. So therefore, Swift gets to all seeing eye. They'll be able to know you better than you know yourself. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have the Bitcoin and Ethereum spot ETFs, BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale. Bitcoin, Ethereum spot ETFs right now are up. And we have Bitcoin, Ethereum spot ETF inflows pick up. But make sure you're paying attention to the inflows and outflows. And we have Blackstone gets in on buying the BlackRock spot Bitcoin ETF with $1 million. And we know they handle trillions, and they're waiting on the tokenized real estate. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, getting over into a little crypto news, we have Guatemala's largest bank, Banco Industrial, integrates blockchain to power instant low-fee cross-border payments. And Suku Pay's infrastructure has been fully embedded inside the Ziggy payment app, allowing Guatemalans to receive funds from the United States instantly with only a 99-cent fee. And they're dangling the carrot in order to push adoption. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And we have Bloomberg terminal outage disrupts global payments, delaying UK debt auction and leaving traders without live pricing. And I haven't seen any reason on why they had the outage. Remember, we had an outage too, and then they blamed it on the hack. And I play that video constantly because, guys, we know the big one is coming. And then lastly, we have Solana Mobile unveils SKR token plan, confirms the new cell phone seeker shipping date August 4th. And they say the SKR will power economy, incentives, and ownership across the ecosystem. And they want to transform the traditional mobile business model by giving stakeholders actual ownership in the platform. And we know that the cell phone business is definitely about to change. We're definitely going into a shared economy. I went over Elon's driverless cars yesterday and the ability to rent out your car while you're not using it. That's a shared economy. And the same thing goes with your cell phone. If you have hotspot, the person doesn't have internet, they can pay you to use your internet while they're in the area. So if you understand the technology and the fourth industrial revolution, where it's headed, it's going to be a lot of areas where you're going to be able to make money. You just have to stay in the lab where everybody's playing, where everybody's distracted on things that don't matter. You've planned for the new digital economy. And that's the reason why you'll continue on getting paid. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books. Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming, while everybody's sitting at home, get on stocks, the Xrp, the biotech stocks, and while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money. What are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Brahmatanium save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Brahmatanium save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Brahmatanium goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.